So tell me, I know you started shoe designing for your father, Seymour, when you were 20 years old.
That was by accident, and I was at college, at university, working summers only up there, and I made a sketch of a shoe. My dad actually put it into production and offered it to customers and sold the heck out of it. And over a holiday, he gave me this bronzed shoe. He said, "You made my sketches." Not only I made it, son, we're making money off this shoe. We're selling it. The excitement of seeing something I created, not just that shoe, but a few others, it was hard to walk away from the shoe industry. It was quite thrilling to make something, have a woman love it, buy it, and be proud to wear it.
Okay, so who are the Stuart Weitzman women?
I'm glad you actually said "are," because it's not one type of lady. There's a lot of difference in character and personality, and I try to design for the career woman. I think of the fashionista, who is actually the hardest lady to design for. I love to design for the celebrity, who generally loves to show off what she's wearing. And I love to design for the bride. They all have one thing in common when they become long-time users of my product. They are very concerned about how well the shoe feels on their foot. Stuart Weitzman shoes are made to feel good. I'm a shoe engineer. I put a lot into the shoe to make that happen, and our long-term customers all know that, and they say it. I could stop you at an event if you were a customer of ours where you looked fabulous in your dress and the shoe, and gee, how do you love that shoe? It looks great on you. And the first word out of your mouth generally is, you know, they're so comfortable. I can't believe I can wear them all night in spite of the 3.5-inch heel.
Do you have a favorite celebrity client that you've provided shoes to on one of these big, red carpet events?
But when you say favorite, in what sense do you mean that?
I mean, not as a person, maybe the actual look, how it came together with the dress.
From a taste standpoint, Angelina Jolie has great taste. The shoes that she's worn of ours are always our most chic. I think she would be the epitome of that. But I don't necessarily like that from a judgmental standpoint any more than the way Marilyn Monroe would have worn our shoes if she were around today. And I mention her because I think of her often when I'm designing shoes. What would this lady like? Because if I can hit her taste, there's a lot of women out there who would be potential customers. I made a shoe for the Academy Award, for use at the Academy Awards. And its purpose was onefold: to overcome the fact that all of you in the media paid no attention to footwear. And I said, we gotta come up with something that will call attention to the shoe. And I made a sandal, gorgeous sandal, worth over $1 million, that Laura Elena Herring wore. She was one of the co-stars with Naomi Watts in the Oscar-nominated film Mulholland Drive, well, nominated for Best Director, David Lynch. And that nomination allowed her entrance to the Academy Awards, and I made her this shoe. And I will tell you, at that event, on the red carpet, nobody was photographed more than her. I remember Joan Rivers interviewing a famous woman, cutting the interview and yelling, "Laura, get over here, everyone wants to see that Stuart Weitzman shoe." And from then on, there are shoe cams on all pictures on ceremony, red carpet ceremony. That made me feel great. I did something for the industry with a gorgeous shoe. I don't know that I could have a more favorite shoe than that.
And real quick, tell me about the spring line. What can be expected?
Oh, you girls are going to be comfortable this spring.
Oh, good.
The fashion is flat.
Okay.
Lots of great high heels, of course. But it is very cool and very chic and very stylish to wear super flats. Our goal in fashion is to find the shoe that replaces last year's great fashion shoe. And you don't replace last year's great fashion shoe with a new version of last year's great fashion shoe, because it isn't defined by the success of its predecessor. It's defined by what looks great and right and cool and hip this year. and that's how it gets replaced.
Thank you so much for sitting down and talking to me. And I do want to tell you that one of my most favorite shoes, and I'm not just saying this because you were sitting in front of me, but I have a pair, and they're probably like my first pair of pointy toe pumps when that trend exploded. And I was in college, and I searched and searched and searched for the perfect pair, and I found a Stuart Weitzman pair of perfect black pointy toe pumps, and they're still one of my favorites. And my mom calls me Imelda Marcos. I have a million pairs. So out of all of those pairs of shoes, yours certainly stand out. And
well, that's nice to hear. And here's some good news for you. Next season, the dressy pointed toe shoe is one of the fashion shoes of the season, so you probably get to wear that shoe proudly.
That's
again.
great. I'm very excited. Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.